David Houghton and Chris Hunt had been to every qualifying game, but they'd seen nothing like this.
Beckham. Number 7, nice. Oh dear, it's bad. Well, we waited 45 minutes for that.
He's like almost a deity out in Japan, you know, you have stars, mega stars, and then there's David Beckham.
Beckham's last appearance in the World Cup finals was a personal disaster. Sent off against Argentina, it made him public enemy #1. 4 years later, he was England's favourite son, the man who had led them to the 2002 World Cup. But then, disaster again. Just before the finals, he broke a bone in his foot. Would he be fit in time for the finals? The nation prayed.
With just over 12 hours to go to their opening game against Sweden, England's World Cup squad and fans are in buoyant mood. David Beckham looks certain to captain the team after completing his last training session.
There's been obviously a lot of hype around it. I've had a lot of well wishes from family, friends, up to the Queen, which has been nice.
Beckham was better. Now England just had to qualify from their group, which was tough. Argentina, Nigeria and first up Sweden, the game they had to win. The game they'd been working towards for 4 years.
All the preparation seems to take far longer than the actual tournament, and we wanted the preparation out the way and get into the tournament.
You're so focused, so prepared. You've got one thing on your mind, and that's to play the game.
Thousands of England fans were in Tokyo for the match against Sweden, a team they had not beaten since 1968. Simon Harris from Herne Bay has followed England wherever they've played. His flag goes with him.
It's a bit of fun, really. It's just showing your support for the England team by having a flag. And I think the great thing about when you're watching at home, watching England matches away, is that the flags just take over the stadium and it makes it part of the decoration. It's just, I always think it looks awesome. Better still if you can get your flag on the telly. And getting a good spot means getting there early. Every single game, I had to be at the stadium as soon as it opened to get it in anywhere near a decent position. The only focus we had was get in that ground as quickly as we can and get the flag up. And we went through to run up to get in that ground. It was straight in there. Oh God, it's a bit of a panic. Where do we put the flag? And everyone's doing the same. And it is survival of the fittest. Go, Bill. I can't really film this because I'm going to miss. Get in between those two lads there. Yeah. Or, yeah. No, just go. So it's a bit of it. It's actually trying to share a bit of what you're experiencing back with the people back home. Yeah, I'm fine. Just get a couple of talks back over. Simon phoned his wife back home to tell her where the flag was. Chris and David researched like everyone else and just carried on filming.
Just about to go in. First game of the World Cup. Tickets. And I just think that if England ever won the World Cup, I'd not only like to say that I was actually there when we actually won the World Cup, but I was actually there at every single game on the way to it.
England were followed by more supporters than any other travelling side in the tournament.
You kind of had to pinch yourself to think, I'm going to see England playing a World Cup game in Japan.
I just felt we were due to beat Sweden because we just so many times struggled with Sweden and got draws. I don't think we've beaten them since '67 or something.
Back home in England, it was a very different kind of Sunday morning.
What could be better, hang on, waking up to football? I just wake up in the morning just like, and it's a World Cup 2002 on your telly.
With the World Cup you have games at kind of really bizarre times, hence we'd be in the pub at sort of 7:30 in the morning.
35,000 pubs opened early. Crowds gathered in city squares to watch the match. The nation waited. In the tunnel, the players were about to realise their ambition. They were about to play in the World Cup finals.
I'm lucky, to be honest. I don't really suffer from nerves. I don't really get nervous for any games, big or small, so I was fortunate in that respect.
Obviously there's a bit of nerves there, but it has to be, I think, to be up for it.
Huge reception, good support for both countries.
David Beckham was fit and led out his team.
I think we had the way of thinking that, you know, we can beat anyone. We just need to produce it on certain days.
Everyone was ready. Everyone was ready, sharp, and we wanted to win the game.
We wanted to go out and do our country proud and win the tournament.
Through a huge roar. Away we go.
This was it. This was for real. England's World Cup had begun. And they started well. David Beckham started well.
We were in control of the game, playing very well, and things were going well for individuals in the team.
This is Ashley Cole, owing to put it back to an appeal for handball, and the Brazilian referee says corner.
A corner and a chance for England. A chance for Beckham. A chance for someone to make a name for themselves.
Most of the tall guys usually go in and try to get their heads on it. I just couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I was ecstatic.
When we took the lead, I thought we were going to win the World Cup.
As we always do. For just that few seconds.
Just joy and just thinking, we're going to beat Sweden.
Could have done better with the celebration, but I don't really care really. But it was good. It was good.
Clean header, bang!
Back home there was euphoria.
I thought an avalanche of goals second half, definitely. Eriksen's Swedish. He'll know their mentality. He'll know exactly what to tell the players at half-time. It's going to be 3-0.
Second half, and England searched for a second goal. Simon Harris's flag was on the telly.
Brilliant.
But it was Sweden who took over the game.
That's a good stop, and needed to be. Useful cross. Header straight across the goal by Cole!
Sweden changed their tactics a little bit. They came out as hard, made it very difficult for us.
And Ashley Cole has missed it. Larson misses two. It's been a shambles this second half performance by England.
To get the goal as we did, and then to not really push on from there was a big disappointment as well. We didn't really take the game by the scruff of the neck.
England really need to get going again. We're just drifting completely in this half.
Still Swedish possession. Bit of an encampment here.
And in the 59th minute,
The ball came into a box. It was a difficult height. Tried to bring it down on my chest. Didn't control it very well. Recovered just in time to clear it, but unfortunately fell to Nicholas Alexanderson.
I tried to move it sideways to get a clear shot on goal. Once it left my foot, I felt I'd hit it quite well.
Alexanderson! Yes! Well, it's been coming since the start of the second half.
To see it go into the net was just an amazing feeling.
I felt that it was, I was to blame for it. It was my fault. maybe a little bit harsh on myself, but you know, that's the way I felt at the time.
England got 2 lads. Just trying to pass it round. They may have, you know, they gifted that goal to Sweden.
Henrik Larsson with a lot of room, and it's a good ball through, and Seaman makes an excellent stop.
Suddenly, it looked like Sweden would win. It was a game England needed to win, and they were hanging on for a draw. The final whistle came as a relief and a disappointment.
1-1 is the final outcome, but not one England player, with the exception of David Seaman, did himself justice in the second half.
The 2 more games to play, and you have to be confident and positive about, you know, playing these games, because if you're not, you know, you're going to get knocked out. So we're ready.
Truly appalling second half. Truly appalling. We're lucky to get a draw, really. I just hate to think what the Argentines are going to do to us. Absolutely annihilated.